so great. I was learning so much just now. I wanted to share too something that kind of applies to someone's question. I forget what it was about just what to do about how Juice Plus is in our in your life on social media and how much you should put it on there. I for a long time was very, very nervous to post anything because of what Paolo said yesterday. Can I have that mic? Is that better? Cool. So I was nervous because I didn't want to ruin any relationships. I didn't want to be that person and do it the wrong way. So I really pulled back from it, and really for the first 2 years, actually, when we were building to NMD, I did not have nothing about Juice Plus on any of my social media. And that worked for me at that time. So I think it is important to take into consideration what works for you and your market and your friends and your followers. It's like different for every person. But I will tell you now, since I got brave, which I don't know why I wasn't brave in the first place, because I should have been. You all know me now. No reason I shouldn't have been. But I just added to my Instagram bio. I love Instagram. So I'm a huge Instagram fan because I'm a visual person, and I think there's a lot of energy there too. So find what speaks to you. I love Instagram to Facebook too, because I've got different people on Instagram and different people on Facebook. But for Instagram, my bio, I had all these different things, that define me, and then I just added JP with a plus, so I didn't even spell out Juice Plus. Juice Plus National Marketing Director on there. And since I've done that, do you want to tell them what's happened?
Yeah. So in the virtual office, you'll get a preferred customer, not a lead, a preferred customer. So people are actually going on the website, like just going to juiceplus.com, and then they're putting Jenna's name in, like her friends. So I was looking at the preferred customer list. I was like, who's that girl? I haven't seen that girl. And then I was like, do you know this girl, Jenna? And she was like, what was her name? Mary. And she's like, Merritt? I haven't spoken to her in like 10 years. She was an old high school friend. So they're watching, and this is...
She wasn't even an old high school friend. She was kind of a mean girl at the school. And she really was. I wasn't really friends with her. I was like, she was not the nicest person.
Listen to your wife when she talks to you.
And
missed that one.
And no, but it's true. KJ just called Jake the boy who lived, by the way, after our morning thing, if anyone thinks that's funny. But no, I thought it was really crazy because I was like, there's no way that's the same person. There's no way. There's no way she would do that. I in my head, I had created this false statement that she would hate what I was doing because she was negative in high school and I had never shared it with her. And now I'm like, well, that was stupid. Because she now has completely transformed her life. She's like teaching children on Girls on the Run. She's a Girls on the Run teacher, and she's doing just amazing mission work, and she's a really cool person. And so, thankfully, because of social media, she found that.
Yeah, we got lucky on that one. It's great.
But now it's starting, and it's that thing where people are watching you. They really are, and so you have to just be you. You have to show them you. You can't create a false, perception of yourself on social media. They'll know. They want to see what you're doing. They want to see what you're proud of. So now, finding that balance of what Danielle was saying, finding the balance of making things, that gentle push.
Just a little feedback.
Thanks, James. He does that to me all the time when we're walking down the street just to keep me out of traffic. He's pushing me sideways. Saves my life. Perfect. But no, finding that real balance between what is you, and also being brave enough to find the moments where you can throw an image of a product, something that sparks their interest, where they go, oh yeah, I know that's what she does, but you're not being that annoying person that's really posting so much. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, cool. What I want to do is actually just kind of share with you guys and bring up some of our team who's here, who are living examples of how we've used outreach on social media and now are a part of our team because of it. And I'm just going to have them share their story with you. So the first person we bring up is Mallory. Mallory, come on up.
Yay, Mallory. Hear it from Mallory. Mallory led our yoga this morning at 6:15 in the morning.
Yes. So Mallory, I saw her beautiful face for the first time because I was scrolling through a random group for fit girls in LA, and I was scrolling through it and I saw a really beautiful post that she had made, and I'm gonna let you take it from there.
Okay, so Jenna reached out to me, but I'm gonna take it back to like a week before she reached out because somebody else had reached out to me about a week before, and almost in the same way that Jenna didn't say anything about a product, just said they wanted to meet with, they didn't say want to meet with, they wanted to add me to a group on Facebook. And I was just like so keen that I was like, okay, great. It said something about coaching and that's what I want to do. I'm an Ayurvedic coach and I teach yoga, so I was like, yeah, okay, I want to be part of a community. Like I want to get in with this group of coaches. So I said yes. And then so we accepted each other's friendship on Facebook and I was like really excited. And then I went on her page and it was just a lot of just other stuff. A lot of stuff about products, kind of like when they show those examples up there, there's the pictures of the products and then there's personal pictures. And there wasn't a lot of personal pictures. The ones that were them working out, which there's nothing wrong with that, but all of the information was just about the product. It wasn't about what they're doing. And so it just seemed, it was, in my perception, I just was really unattracted to that. I thought, okay. So I sent her a message. I ran to my phone. I pulled up the message of how I replied. So I had already been part of.
To who? The girl?
This is the other girl.
Not me.
Not Jenna. So this is the other girl. And I said, hey, so I've been browsing the page. Is this a Beachbody coaching only? Because she had said, like, she invited me to this group about coaching, but she didn't say anything about the mission of the coaching. And so I said, is this a Beachbody coaching only? You know, and if it had been more than just Beachbody, then whatever. So she said, it is Beachbody coaching, no judgment, yet my new friend. Just stay with the videos. And so then I said, no judgment at all, because there wasn't. I just didn't really feel like there was much there for me from everything that they were posting. So I said, no judgment at all. I just know I won't be doing Beachbody or Shakeology because I'm focusing on my Ayurvedic coaching now, and I also work with Sri, which is another product company. So I was already with another line that I was distributing for. So I said no, straight out, and she was like, oh, what's that about? We had a little bit of an exchange and haven't really talked much since. So then a week later, Jenna sends me a message and she says, you know, hey Mallory, I'd love to meet with you, see if we can collaborate. Would you be up for that? And I was like, again, yes, I'd love to. That would be great. Like, I really want to be part of the community. So then I searched on her page and I was like, okay, I'm going to do detective work. And I went on Jenna's page and there was nothing about Juice Plus. I couldn't find anything anywhere. It was just a person and people and lifestyle and all of that. And I was like, wow. And I could see there was that picture from the Eltons of the two of them, and I saw some Health Made Simple stuff. And then I went on the Health Made Simple Pro website and wow, this is really a community of people that are spreading like a mission of being healthy and being like simple health. So I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Outside of now doing Juice Plus, but at the time I was like, I just want to make people healthy. Like, that's, even if it's just my family, but you know, of course, beyond that, ultimately. But I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, yes, I want to meet with this girl that's going to bring me into that community. I had just moved recently from Canada, so like building my community and then seeing all these events, and I was like, yeah. So then we sat down and we talked, and you know, it was really great, and of course now I'm here and it was awesome. But I think that the important thing and what makes that story so funny to me is that nothing in my circumstance changed. It was literally a week. Like, it wasn't that I needed it then, it was literally like a week's time. Like, nothing changed. I was still selling for that other company. I was still doing my Ayurvedic business. It was the approach. She offered a community. She offered healthy living, and it wasn't about the product. And also, one thing I'd like to mention is the way that you said, I don't know if this is going to work for you, but maybe it will. And I thought, okay, well, she's not promising me anything, and she's not saying, like, I know that this is what you need to do, because usually when that's the approach, it's because they really want it, or they really need it. And anyway, I just thought that was so cool. Like, within 1 week,
And she has a team growing in Canada.
Yes, great team growing in Canada. So I wanted to read you, just because I know I got a question earlier about what to say, like what to reach out to people when you grab their business card or when you're looking at a random lead. I think this is going to be super helpful for you guys so you can know what to message. So I'm just going to read what Mallory and I's conversation, how that worked out. So I said, hi Mallory, I'm in Fit Girl Club 2, just saw your great post, want to personally invite you to an event I planned happening tomorrow. Looks like you're doing some really great things and would love, so I'm not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to write down this, but I will post it on the Vegas Bootcamp Facebook page. Okay, I'll get you guys all the scripts. Wanted to personally invite you to an event I planned happening tomorrow. Looks like you were doing some really great things and would love to meet you. Feel free to text me if that's easier. And put my phone number, and I included our event graphic so she could see it was a cool event coming up. And she responded, said that she would, hello Jenna, you're so cute with your message. I'm just seeing this now. Must have gotten to the secret messages before we were friends. I'd love to meet with you as well. Too late for today's event, but keep me in mind for future, and I would love to come. So where did I move her on my pipeline at that point?
Prospect.
Back to the prospect list. Good, awesome. So another event comes up. I had said, hey Mallory, no worries. I'll make sure we figure this out. And actually I said, what's your schedule like next week? I'd love to meet up for coffee, tea/juice, because you can't just meet up for coffee in LA. It has to be tea or juice too. And see if there are any ways we can collaborate. So that word collaborate to me is huge. People want to collaborate now in life on anything. They want to collaborate with their business, and if you can show them that there's something in it for them, because there is with anything in their life from the beginning, rather than just talking about you, and the product, then you'll get them to show up to that meeting, because there might be something that would help them. So she said, hey Jen, I would love to meet up with you. It was just about the same amount of time. We figured it out, we found the time to work. And we met up, and then now she's an amazing part of our team. So finding that process and getting in that message is so important. Yes?
When did you make it? Were you searching for different words?
I just saw a post on look on Facebook for groups in your area. Location is great. A lot of cities will have groups of yogis, groups of things, and just have different types of people, different types of communities that you can tap into, because you can just connect with people that way. And I mean, I know it's crazy, but you can, through Instagram, stalking is a real thing. I'm looking for cool people all the time. I see someone's post, I'm like, oh, what do they do? And I'm looking to see if that might be someone I can reach out to and ask if we can collaborate with them. Yes?
So when you see a post on Instagram and you want to talk to them, do you private message them on Instagram? Or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever platform it is, you want to stick with that platform, but always offer to take it off as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'm always giving them my cell phone. Texting is huge, you guys, these days. Don't get emails anymore. Just get their phone number. Then you can call them. We're going to stop even getting emails, by the way, team, new thing, at our event. No more emails. We're just going to ask for phone numbers from now on, because people don't respond to email. Okay, and I only have 5 more minutes, and I want to bring up one more person. So, Kayla, will you come on up here? You guys, Kayla is amazing.
Yay, Kayla. Okay, background story. So, East Coast girl Lauren Kovacs messaged a girl. It gets back to Kayla. So, hi Danielle, I recently came across your Instagram and blog page and absolutely love it. I enjoyed seeing your delicious pictures, healthy lifestyle, yada, yada, yada. I'm a personal trainer in Charlotte, and I'm in charge of North Carolina's region for Health Made Simple, whatever to kind of get some authority in her post. And I'm a community of educators, and I'm really, really interested in what you're doing. Let's find time to connect. So Danielle was a 17-year-old food blogger who has 60,000 followers on Instagram. She lives in San Diego, and we had an event down in San Diego, and Danielle was like, she came to the event, great. And then she's like, I hope you don't mind, but I brought my tennis coach and her wife, his wife, Blake right there. And we were like, great. So fast forward. Great.
All right. And you guys, imagine Jake and I's excitement when these two walked up at that event. We were just like, oh, well, that was very, very, like, this was meant to be. You have those moments where you're like, this is meant to be. This was definitely one of those moments. Like, Kayla, will you just share with them why you're doing this and tell them just really quickly about yourself and who you are.
All right, hi, my name is Kayla Tuwoda. I am a naval officer in the United States military.
Woo!
I'm also a professional natural bodybuilder and fitness competitor. I'm about to launch my new fitness blog coming out soon called Performance Pantry. But I want to share with you my mini story and why I'm already so passionate about Juice Plus. I joined the military 10 years ago. My career started as a combat systems officer and mission commander of aircraft called E6. I commanded a crew of 25 personnel on board, and in our community they called it the Gucci aircraft because we had a full galley. It was a huge operation, and I was able to eat very healthy on every mission. Every mission was about 8 to 12 hours, burning circles in the sky, and I was able to eat fantastic and always live that message. But after that, I was accepted to the Naval Postgraduate School, where I earned my master's in systems engineering. And once again, also very able to eat healthy every day, living my lifestyle. And then 3 years ago, I was assigned to a 3-star general's United States Marine Corps staff. And that's when my world got turned upside down, actually. What the Marine Corps does in my staff is every 3 to 4 months, we go to 29 Palms, California, in the middle of the desert, and we set up camp. And this was a game changer for me. I had never done a field exercise or any type of, hardcore camping. And I was one of 2 females to graduate from what's called the Naval Gunfire Liaison Officer School. And that's how I got started with the Marine Corps. Long story short, spending 3 to 4 weeks out in the desert, we go to chow morning and night, and then we have what's called MREs. If anybody else is familiar. First of all, anyone else in the military or has a family or friend in the military, please stand up. To just enlighten you a little bit, the first 5 days of a field exercise are awesome. They have apples and pears and fresh salads at chow, and it's great. But after the first 5 days, it's done. You have no fresh fruit, no fresh vegetables, and I'll tell you what, morale starts to plummet, and your performance starts to plummet. And that's what I signed up for, that's what I do, and I get through it. But I'm telling you, if you can contact somebody in the military or have a friend, you will change their life. Juice Plus should be in every military tent, every deployment. It will change their life. And that goes for military families as well, because they are open and willing to try something, because they're looking for something that will increase their performance, increase their morale, and get them through a tough 3 to 4 weeks of grueling exercise. Yeah. So that's why I'm so passionate. I just started, but.
Thank you. Awesome, you guys. Thank you, Kayla. She had us all crying last night in the hot tub.
All of that because our East Coast girl messaged a food blogger who brought her tennis coach to an event.
Yeah. You've got to start somewhere. I think that's the message here, is we want all of you to start somewhere, and it's going to be hard at first. You're going to feel a little defeated, but you can do it, and we believe in you, and we're so behind every single one of you. We can't wait.
Awesome.